Welcome back, guys. This will be video number 4. Video number 4, still on the Eastern Cape. I promised earlier on that when I come back after video number 3, I am going to do the dividends paid. So with the dividends paid, I know you know this one already. This will simply be last year's final plus this year's interim. So last year's final, it is your shareholders dividends, shareholders for dividends for last year, which is your 265,000. Then you add this year's interim, and this one was given to be 318,600. Then the total on your calculator should be 583,600. 583,600. That becomes your dividends paid. Okay, let's quickly move on to the next one. So just be watchful of this one, and please practice more of these questions, as this is one of the common questions that may come. Now, you will have seen that examiners can bring a full cash flow statement. So I want to encourage you to prepare a full cash flow statement, or they can bring extracts. But in any case, if the examiner brings extracts, it is an advantage if you have prepared for the full cash flow, if you have done the entire cash flow statement. And in this case, we are required to calculate the purchase of fixed assets, the proceeds from sale of fixed assets, and then the change in financial assets was given. Remember, this is part of your investing activities. All right. So if we come here, it says extensions to land and buildings were completed during the year at a cost of 830,400. So when we come to the purchase of our fixed assets, this one was easy. I just have to know that it's an outflow of 830,400. An outflow of 830,400. Now the question then comes in when I need to calculate the proceeds from sale of fixed assets. Okay, so if I'm to calculate the proceeds on sale of fixed assets, there were several ways. And obviously, you know I'm going to open a T account. Let's quickly open one quick T account, then we see if it will help us to calculate this amount. So here is my ledger account, and I'm just going to call it my fixed asset account at carrying value. So this is my fixed asset account. This is my fixed asset account, but remember it is at carrying value. So I have my balance at the beginning, which is my 3 million there. So I'm going to come here. Remember, it's an asset, so it's balance brought down 3,830,000. Okay, and then the other balance, I'll come here. It is 4,094,900. Then I'll come here and I'll say my balance carry down. It's 4,094,900. Okay. So the other thing that I will need to bring in is depreciation. So I'm going to bring my depreciation here, and my depreciation is 413,000. Did we have any additions? Yes. So here is my bank, which is 830,400. So I'll just add these two. If you have your calculator, let me just show you so that I can help you there. We will simply now come and say we're adding our 3 million. So we're taking this 3 million. We're going to come and say 830,000. Then we're going to add. Then we say plus 830,400. So we have added those two amounts, and then it gives us 4,660,400, which is 4,660,400. Then I minus that. So I'm going to come and say minus 4,094,900. Then I come again and say minus 413,000, and this would then give me my 152,500. So this is my disposal, 152,500. That becomes my disposal. Remember what I've been looking for. I wanted the proceeds from sale of fixed assets. That is my 152,500. If I'm to show calculations, therefore, I am now going to say, remember what I added? I had my 4,094,900 plus the 413,000 minus your 830,400 minus the 3,830,000. Okay, remember to show calculations. Please remember to show calculations. I've seen that most of you guys tend to leave this space blank. In your reading time, make sure that you see all the aspects that need to be answered. Like this space here, you have to show an answer there. So we are now going to take our calculators. Remember, that's an outflow. So if I'm going to punch that in my calculator, I'm going to start with a minus because this is an outflow. So I'm going to start with a minus 830,400. Okay, so let's go. It's a minus how much? 830,400. And then I'm going to now say plus, because this is a positive amount, plus 152,000. Okay, let's go. Plus 152,500. And then I say again, plus what? 190,000. And then it should give me an answer now. You can see that my answer on the calculator is a negative. So I'll come here, I'll put a bracket, 487,900, because it is a negative on my calculator here. So it must be in the bracket over there. Are we okay? Please make sure you do it the way I'm doing it. I think I have about 1 minute, and I'm just going to quickly come and do the net change in cash and cash equivalents. If you're doing your net change in cash and cash equivalents, the examiner will catch you mostly when they bring in the bank overdraft here. This is where they catch you. So you know that 2022, that is your balance at the beginning. And you have an overdraft here, but you also have 6,500, which is a positive balance. So you will say your cash and cash equivalents at the beginning. You will now say you have a negative 38,400. You see, I put minus here. Then plus the 6.5. Plus the 6.5. Some of you would have said 6.5 minus 38.4. Your calculator will show you that the difference is the same, which is, if you punch this in your calculator, you end up with a negative 31,900. Okay, and then in the year 2023, your cash and cash equivalents is 56,600. All right, now the question is, how do we get that one there? How do we get that net change in cash and cash equivalents? I want, please, that you take note of this. I know you know this, and I know it has been explained very well to you. When you go up, you can do the opposite. Remember what we did in note number 7. So this is exactly the same. In other words, we're going to start off with what? With 56.6, and then we're going to add it now. Add plus 31.9. Why? Because we have flipped that sign from a negative to a positive, plus 31.9, so you end up here with 88.5. You saw what we did? We changed the sign here to a plus, hence we ended up with 88.5. That becomes your answer. You must be able to prove this when you go down. So if you say 88.5 minus 31.9, you should get this 56,600. Okay. Guys, please watch out. Video number 5 is coming just now so that we can continue with this paper.